Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's session with a focus on a powerful strategy for leaders. Today, we're exploring a strategic guide to multiplying your leadership impact through the power of purposeful delegation. We'll discuss how delegation not only empowers your team members, but also helps you free up time to be a more effective leader. Over the next few slides, we'll uncover practical tips and insights to make delegation a key part of your leadership success. Let's get started. Delegation is often misunderstood as just passing off work, but really, it's much more than that. It's a strategic leadership multiplier that allows you to extend your impact across the entire team. When done right, delegation becomes a powerful tool for scaling your influence and driving team success. Now, this shift in how we view delegation is crucial. Trying to do everything yourself might seem efficient at first, but it's actually a recipe for burnout. Leaders who don't delegate risk exhausting themselves, and in the process, they block their team's growth and ability to develop new capabilities. And speaking of bottlenecks, let's talk about decision-making. According to McKinsey in 2025, managers spend up to 70% of their time making decisions. That's a lot, and it creates critical bottlenecks that slow down the entire organization. When leaders get bogged down in decisions, it hampers progress and stifles agility. This brings us to the core issue, the leadership time crunch. Delegation isn't just about easing your workload, it's about empowering your team and maintaining organizational momentum. By understanding why delegation matters, we can unlock better efficiency, growth, and leadership impact for everyone involved. Now, let's explore the reframe around delegation. Effective delegation is really about investing in people, not just shifting tasks around. When you do it right, it signals confidence in your team, not weakness. It's a powerful way to build trust and develop skills. On the flip side, holding onto those high-visibility tasks, things everyone notices, actually stunts your team's growth. Over time, it can even erode trust because it sends a message that you don't believe others can handle important work. Many leaders have a natural fear of losing control or losing credit, which leads to what's called self-protective delegation. Instead of empowering, it keeps things locked down and stifles the potential of those around you. So the key here is to shift our mindset. Delegation isn't risk, it's an opportunity to develop your team, to build trust, and to create a more resilient organization. When we see delegation this way, it becomes a strategic tool for growth, not just a way to lighten our workload. Psychological empowerment is all about making sure team members feel skilled, autonomous, and impactful in their roles. When they experience this, it naturally drives confidence, boosts motivation, and helps create a lasting culture of accountability within the organization. Now, to back this up, there's a rigorous meta-analysis that provides solid evidence for the power of empowered teams. This analysis looked at 55 different studies, and what it found was quite compelling. For example, there was a measurable improvement in team performance when delegation was used effectively, with a performance uplift score of 0.31. That means teams that are empowered through delegation tend to perform significantly better. Additionally, there's a strong link between empowering leadership and employee satisfaction, with a correlation score of 0.51. Essentially, when leaders empower their teams, employees tend to feel more satisfied with their jobs. All of this confirms that empowering leadership isn't just a nice idea. It delivers real, measurable results across organizations. It's a science-backed approach that enhances performance and satisfaction, reinforcing the overall theme of how crucial delegation and empowerment are for organizational success. Let's talk about how to set the stage effectively from the very beginning. It's crucial to communicate the why behind each task or project. This helps everyone understand the purpose and align their efforts accordingly. Clearly defining success criteria and decision-making boundaries ensures that everyone knows what success looks like and where their authority ends, which prevents confusion and streamlines progress. And of course, establishing clear timelines up front keeps the team focused and accountable. Now, moving into defining expectations. This is about aligning tasks with each team member's skills, interests, and development goals. When we do this well, it boosts engagement and improves the quality of output because people are working on things that matter to them and help them grow. Next, we need to match tasks purposefully. That means evaluating what each person is ready for today, what they can handle now, and identifying challenges that will truly help them develop. It's about pushing them just enough to grow without overwhelming them. And finally, assessing readiness is key. This isn't just about delegating tasks, it's about strategic delegation, focusing on the person, not just the task. When you consider their current skills, motivation, and potential, you set everyone up for success. It's a more thoughtful, impactful way to lead and develop your team. The leader's role is changing. Instead of micromanaging every detail, we're moving toward a coaching approach. This means guiding outcomes and empowering teams to find their own solutions. Clear delegation plays a crucial role here because it helps reduce delays and confusion. When everyone knows what they're responsible for, things move faster and accountability is strengthened. Delegating authority isn't just about handing over tasks. It's about giving real decision-making power within a defined scope. This way, team members can act confidently without constantly seeking approval, which makes processes more efficient. This concept of purposeful delegation is about aligning authority with responsibility. It's a strategic way to ensure that, when we assign tasks, the people responsible have the right level of authority to get things done effectively. This balance between authority and responsibility is key to building trust and accountability within our teams, and it ultimately supports our overall goal of more agile, responsive leadership. Let's talk about a key principle in effective delegation. It always pairs authority with support, never one without the other. When you truly trust someone and give them decision-making autonomy, you're empowering them to take ownership of their work. But it's equally important to back that up with resources, context, and ongoing support. This combination builds confidence, enhances their capability, and fosters loyalty over time. Regular check-ins are essential. They should be used to coach growth, provide guidance, and celebrate wins, which keeps motivation high and progress steady. Now contrast this with the other side, what we call dumping. That's when tasks are assigned without context or the necessary authority, and there's no support structure or clear expectations. This often leads to frustration, disengagement, and even turnover because people feel overwhelmed and undervalued. Check-ins in such cases tend to interrogate rather than guide, which only adds to the disconnect. So the main takeaway here is to focus on developing your team through proper delegation. It's about empowering them with authority and support, not just dumping tasks on them and hopping for the best. This approach builds stronger, more capable, and more engaged teams, which ultimately drives better results. Decisions happen closer to the work itself, which means organizations can move faster, adapt more easily, and scale more effectively. When decisions are made at the right level, teams become more resilient and capable of handling change. This resilience helps teams grow into future leaders because team members develop critical skills, build confidence, and prepare for leadership roles down the line. It's a cycle of growth that benefits both individuals and the organization as a whole. At the same time, delegation plays a key role here. When leaders delegate effectively, they free up time to focus on strategic priorities, innovation, and creating a compelling vision. That's where their impact is greatest. So when delegation is done well, it transforms not just individual teams, but the entire leadership landscape, creating a stronger, more agile, and more impactful organization. Mastering delegation is really an ongoing journey. It's not just a one-time event, but a continuous process that helps us grow. Each time we delegate effectively, we're strengthening our team's capabilities and, in turn, building their confidence and skills. At the same time, it allows us to reclaim our most valuable resources, our time and strategic focus. When we delegate well, we free ourselves up to focus on the bigger picture and high-value tasks that only we can do. Now, as you think about this, remember to reflect on what tasks truly need your attention and which ones can be entrusted to others. Empower your team by giving them autonomy and trust. they're often more capable than we realize. Clear communication is key here. Make sure expectations are understood and provide the support they need to succeed. Next, identify specific tasks you can start delegating today. And that brings us to practical steps, an action plan that makes delegation manageable and effective right now. The goal is to make delegation an integral part of your leadership style, so you can focus on what really matters and develop your team at the same time. Let's focus on one task you can delegate this week. By doing so, you'll unlock your team's full potential and reclaim valuable time to lead at your highest level. Remember, starting today with purpose makes all the difference. Delegation done well creates an environment where people feel valued, challenged, and capable. This is the foundation of lasting high performance. When we delegate effectively, we build stronger teams and develop stronger leaders at the same time. It's truly a hallmark of high-trust, high-performance organizations. And it's important to see delegation not as a sign of weakness, but as a strategic tool, one of leadership's greatest multipliers. It amplifies your impact and empowers others to grow. So keep in mind, by embracing delegation, you're not just offloading tasks, you're fostering trust, growth, and high achievement, all of which are essential to leading effectively.